Welcome people, Crypto Mike in here. Today I would like to show you some basic function of Binance Cryptocurrency Exchange. Let's maybe start from trading. We go of course to classic. So this is the chart. Here is the order book. Here are all available trading couples. Here are the trades which actually are happening now, and this is the main board where we can set the orders. This is a new function in here. As you can see, we can choose from spot trading, which is the basic one which you're supposed to use. Here you have a cross trading, which is with leverage ×3. That means that when you are actually setting up the order, you are trading with 3 times bigger amount than you possess, and this is isolated when you are trading with 10 times bigger order when you actually possess. This is kind of new. I didn't use it this way. I mostly trade on mobile because mobile gives you of course this comfort that you can go anywhere you want and you don't need to sit with your computer all the time. So when you are buying, we are on the Bitcoin chart. We're gonna put example on the Bitcoin. First one in here, limit orders. Limit orders are when you are setting up your own price. Let's say that we want to buy Bitcoin for 15k. In here you write 15k, and then after you write the amount which you would like to buy, let's say 1 Bitcoin. Of course this is now light up for red ones because that's the same account which we did last time, so we have no funds in here, but we will need to have this amount. And then we click buy, and the order is gonna be set and it's gonna be open in here. When we want to sell, we do exactly the same, just on this part. Let's say we want to sell Bitcoin for 17,000, and then we want to sell 1 Bitcoin, and it works exactly the same. We click sell, and then the order is gonna show up in here. These are the limit orders. Limit orders are when you are setting your own price. When you choose market, on market you are taking the first order which is in here. If you buy, you take those orders. If you sell, you take these orders. Whatever comes first. So in here you just set up the amount which you would like to buy. If you take for example 1 Bitcoin, then you will use all of these orders until you collect 1 Bitcoin. No, sorry, those orders. And then when you are selling, you will do opposite, so you will use those orders. The next option is stop limit. Stop limit, it's when you have stop option, that's like a trigger. So if we for example is gonna set up 15,000 and we want to buy a Bitcoin for 14,050. When Bitcoin will start to fall down and it's gonna reach 15,000, that will be the moment when we will set up the order for $14,050. So the price needs to hit this level to set up this order, and then of course we set up the amount, and the same happens in here. So when we want to sell for example higher than this, let's say 17, and then we want to sell it for 17.50. This is very smart option, because in this case, when we are setting stop loss order, our order not gonna show up in here, and many traders are looking in the order book where are some so-called walls. Like you see, in here was wall for 5 Bitcoin, now it's gone. Wall for 5 Bitcoins, it's not really a large wall. But that's not gonna give other traders insights that we are waiting for the price to reach this moment. And when it comes to stop limit orders, we also have OCO. This is very useful when you are trading, because for example, the price which you would like to sell, let's say you want to sell for 17,050, and then you can put a stop loss in the same time. So for example, when you open a position and now Bitcoin is at the level of $16,081, so let's say that you are day trading and you don't want to lose too much money, you are not playing a long-term game. So when Bitcoin will reach 15,000, I want my Bitcoin to be sold. Okay, let's do it this way. When Bitcoin will start to fall, because let's say I open a position on the level of 16,000, and now I want to sell it for a higher price, of course, for 17,000. But if Bitcoin will start to fall down and it will reach $15,001, the system will automatically put out my order and my Bitcoin will be sold. So that's pretty useful order. I am using it most of the time. In here are open orders. In here you can see the history of the orders, the trade history, and your funds, which in my case right now it's 0, at least on this account. So this is the basic, the classic trading option. Now let's see in advanced. In advanced it's almost the same, just this panel is on the right side. What are the changes in here? No, I don't see anything. And for example, when we go to futures, futures looks almost the same, just one difference is that we can set up the leverage. Leverage options are in here. Here we have cross or isolated. When we are playing on cross, we are risking our whole balance. So if the trade not gonna go our way, our whole deposit can go liquidated. If we play on isolated, that means that we are risking only the amount of the position. So if we're gonna get liquidated, then we're gonna lose only, for example, 50 bucks, not 1,000 bucks which we have on the account. And in here as well we can set up the leverage from 1 till 125. For the beginning traders, I will recommend you to use only times 5, 10, 15 maximum. I used to trade as for 20 or 25, sometimes 125, but this is a very risky game. So this is how it looks. The orders looks more or less the same. You have a limit order, market, and stop limit. And the orders as well will end up in here. And in here as well you have options like P&L, so that's gonna be percentage of your earning or losing positions. Now we go to wallet. Here is the whole overview of our wallet. Here is a spot, so that's the classic version of the exchange, cross margin, isolated, and futures, coin futures, peer-to-peer, savings, pools, and swaps. These are the passive income options. If we go to deposits, now here are deposits actually. Deposit, I want to deposit crypto, and in here we can choose what kind of coin we are using. I would like to show you one thing which is pretty important. When you are using USDT, that's Tether, it's a stable coin which is pegged to United States dollar. This coin is actually using 5 different blockchains, so you can use it for BIP, BIP2, ERC20 which is Ethereum, Omni, and TRC20 which is Tron. So always remember to check out on which address you are sending it. Here is the address, because different exchanges operate on different blockchains, and that's very important to look out, because when you're gonna send, for example, ERC20 to TRC20, your assets gonna be lost forever. That's very important to look at. What other options do we have in here? We have savings, we have earnings. Let's look at this Binance earning. Here it is. We have a Polkadot recommendations. Here is flexible saving, which we don't need to lock our assets. Let's see what they have in the offer for today. Yes, 5%, 6%, is pretty good. These are the locked savings. In here you need to lock your assets for this amount of days. And of course, when you are locking for a longer time, your interest rate is changing. Many cool options. And for me, that's one of the best platforms to use. And of course, if you will like to know some more about different kind of crypto platforms, you are very welcome to check out the description. There is a links to my website and to my ebook, An Underground Guide to Master the Money of the Future. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope that was very helpful for you. Enjoy the rest of your day.